Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Shane Guilford. And again, you have joined us for round 8 of the V8 series for SimHaus Racing 2026. It's a hotly contested series, and after Townsville last round, it is heating up with the top 3. All right, glad you can join us. We are at Barbagallo Raceway in Wanneroo. It's a balmy 21 air temp. Track temps up to 40 degrees, so the boys will be feeling it, especially in the hot cockpit. But boys currently in qualifier session on track as we speak. So it's going to be 20 laps and actually 45 laps, not 35 laps of this circuit. 2 races tonight, a relatively sprint race and then a feature race later on. The tyres today, availability is the super soft softs. That will be the most likely you'll see out today. I doubt we'll see the hards, which we haven't seen all season. And then we've got the wets, which Perth is definitely not going to deliver any rain today. So moving on to showing you guys the current season standings as they are after round 7, and it is Scott Flack on top with 2 wins in a row now, and that's 3 out of 4, stretching his lead to 127 points, staying at the top of the leaderboard. And Daniel Opposano moving up 1 with Craig Broadbent as they were tied at the last round. Daniel getting 2nd in the round. Craig not having the best one, collected 13 points, and that's his equal worst round, which he will be able to drop at the end of the year. Justin Bryce staying still at P4, and Antonius Papanopoulos shooting up to Antonius up to P5, pushing Michael Court down. James Spotto having a solid one, moving up to P7 for BS Motorsports. And his teammate Craig Stoddard moving up into the top 10 as well, so well done to him. Peter English, up and down race at Townsville, got smashed in turn 1, had a lot of work to do in race 1 as well, and fought hard to collect some points in race 2 for that one, so he's currently in P9. Rob Logan dropping due to Spotto collecting some valuable points there. So that's your top 10 on track, and the current qualifying positions are, with 1 minute to go, it is Craig Stoddard on screen. He's P10, but at the top at the moment, and not by much. That's 31 thousandths in front of Daniel Opposano, and Scott Flack not too far behind him as well. He'll be in P3 at the moment, in pit lane as well. 30 seconds to go. I don't think he's going to improve on that one. It's only the top 2 that are still on track at the moment, still punching. I can see Craig Broadbent on a flyer at the moment, and we're not getting any times from then. So Opposano, where is he at? What's his times? He's just started one, so he'll be able to finish this one. And Broadbent. All right, so they're both on a flyer right on track next to each other. So this is going to come down to the line. The time will finish in 7 seconds now. Again, these two boys trying to catch Scott Flack after collecting a couple of wins and some valuable points at Townsville. Craig Broadbent, looks like Opposano has pulled out of that one. It is down to Broadbent, who got the fastest sector and is just off his middle sector, so just ignore the yellow sector time there. He may improve, currently 52.135. Crosses, 52.132. Very consistent there, very consistent. And he reaffirms his pole position there. So we can see 12 drivers. There is 13 out there. We're one, I think it's David Baker. No, he's in there. I think we've got a 13th driver dropping in and out, but we'll make sure he's fine. And we'll bring the action to you. There's 13 there. So end of qualifier session, and the results are as follows. We finally get the pictures up. It's now Craig Broadbent on. Just having trouble with the screen there. I'm not too sure if it's a server kicking over, but next page, last page. Okay, there we go. Craig Broadbent on pole with a 52.132, just advancing on the last dying second there. Alberto unable to improve, so he'll start on the front row with him. Scott Flack, very close, these three. Watch the racing, watch the strategies. It's going to be a doozy on this one. Justin Bryce up there as well, 1/10 behind in P4, where he is in the championship. And Peter English, a lot of practice and a lot of good work, pushing him up to P5. Start next to Antonis Papanopoulos, the guy from Greece. We love seeing him join us live from Greece racing. Damien Meneguzzo's had a couple of rounds off and he's back tonight. Good to see that. And he's going to start in P7 for Low Expectation Motorsport there, driving from Queensland. James Spotto and David Baker, the two New South Welshmen, starting 8 and 9. Then Craig Stoddard, the South Australian, in P10. And who's in P11? Looks like Michael Court with a 53.524. And Ross Licciardi, we haven't seen him for a while. Great to see him back racing from Victoria. And we've got Troy Zyslowski, the Queenslander, rounding out the top 13. All right, so that's the qualified results. We'll go to a commercial break, have a quick driver's briefing, and we'll be back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
All right, guys, welcome back. It is race 1, 25 laps. Thanks for joining us. Let us know where you're watching from. Want to know where the viewers are at. We are racing in Perth, Barbagallo. And we've got a big grid here for you tonight. 13 drivers. Back up the front, it is Craig Broadbent on pole. Daniel Opedisano next to him. There they are. We'll see who gets a jump on the line. Zooming in nice and close here. All right, lights going up. We can see them coming. When they go out, that's the start. Oh, Craig Broadbent, as always, very strong on the starts. Daniel got a great second stage. Justin Bryce jumps into P3. Scott Flack back, selling into 4. Peter English up on the inside there in the Barbagallo Racing Falcon Ford, I should say. So settle in. Oppo's in P2. Oh, trying to get around the outside nice and early, but he's tucked back in. Thought better of it. Broadbent's just got to hold his line. Will Oppo go up the inside? No, he's leaving it till late. 25 laps should be a bit of a sprint, so they won't really worry about tyre wear at the moment. And Tonus coming up the hill there. And the Michael Court still in P11. Ross Licciardi just getting used to his Ford Mustang there. So go through first lap. Oh, guys running wide. Peter English getting caught there. Not too sure if he just locked it up and ran wide. James Spotto selling in behind him. He's got a new challenger for the P5 spot this year in Peter English, doing very well. David Baker in P9 for SimHaus. Damien Meneguzzo slips a spot into P8, getting used to the takeoff as well. But it's only 2 laps in. We've got 23 to go. And a lot of green and purple sectors being set out there at the moment, at the early stage of the race. Nice shot there. James Spotto and Peter English on screen. Under pressure now, hard braking for James Spotto. Tries to get up the inside. Across the main straight under the Perth Bridge into turn 1, nice and easy through here. Or just a bit of understeer there, but he brings it back in, James Spotto. And under pressure behind them, it is David Baker and Meneguzzo. Oh, Stoddard in there as well. Just getting loose right on time, the teammate of James Spotto. And Baker now down the inside, nice long run, number 51. Oh, but does he ever shoot into the dirt? Yes, he does. That's him done. That'll send him to the back of the field. Speaking of the front of the field, it's still Craig Broadbent, Opedisano, Justin Bryce, and Scott Flack. Papadopoulos is there as well. There they are, all the way down to James Spotto in P7. And Broadbent smashing the fastest lap of the race so far at 52.625. Oh, it's starting to get a bit tight around the Justin Bryce, Scott Flack area. Peter English right up there as well. On board now with Antonis Papadopoulos coming over the rise, seeing most of Perth in the foreground. Well, he's taken it wide to take a tight line and get on the gas early, running it out wide. I think top speed's about 270 by the end of the straight here. Oh, 245 there as we come through last turn onto the main straight. Will they use the final curb? As you can see from Scott Flack, it's quite huge. These guys settling in nicely. They're just looking up the tyres so far. 5 laps, they do burn up on this track. Quite demanding the left-right weight transfer as they come over this bump here. Nice and easy on that left hand up the hill, then switch it straight back to a sharp right and then let it drift out again to get to the left side of the track. Then they've got to think about how they're going to brake and take this one. Do they hug the inside or do they treat it like a double apex? See a few different lines there. Scott Flack going out wide early. That means he's on the gas early, using up those tyres, which should be all right for this race, but might have to think twice for the feature race coming up right after this. Peter English just going wide there, bringing it back on, lapping into 53s, flats. Very consistent, even with Tonus Papanopoulos' time. That's why they're together on track. We can see Craig Broadbent. Great shot over the crest there. Vegemite hot air balloon, if you didn't catch it in the air, keep a lookout for that one. Look at the weight, just all the way on the outside, getting full grip over the crest. Into the last, the back corner and back up the hill there. So it's Craig Broadbent up front, then Daniel Padasano stretching away from Justin Bryce there. Let's keep on that one. Scott Flack and Tonus Papadopoulos. Peter English and James Spotto, the top 7. Oh, got a bit of a challenge up ahead here. It's going to be Scott Flack under Justin Bryce. Is he going to make it stick? Is Justin going to hold him? Scott's trying to get on the gas early, but you can see the tail just slipping out. That's how sensitive it is, but he's just managed to do it. Bryce is not going to let him get away with it though. He's going to try and stick with Scott as much as he can. You can see the two boys up front stretching away, and he doesn't want to stick behind Bryce any longer than that. Oh, watch this shot as they come in. Track, camera. Across the main straight, lap 8 of 25. Antonis is in P5. Taking turn 1 in 3rd gear. Trying to roll it around, not burn up those tyres too much. Just taking it nice and easy. Quick dip of the brakes, get the car back under control. There's the Vegemite hot air balloon on the hill there. Oh, just trying to floor it, but don't know if he had to back off there. See smoke coming up. That was from Scotty's car up ahead. Brycey in the middle here, doing a great job on these VR. Everyone's still very close to each other. This is the main battle going on, coming onto the main straight now once again. Bring up lap 9 of 25. So they seem comfortable just settling in there. I don't know if they're punching fastest laps. They're all lapping in the 53s, very close with each other. Fastest lap of the race so far is a 52.6. I don't think we'll see that broken during this session on the older tyres now. They are nursing him. I can hear it on the radio. Doing what they can to just get to the end apparently. So Peter English just staying in touch, so too James Spotto. And then it's back to Meneguzza and Stoddard now. We saw Baker just overshoot that corner, falling back to lap P12. There's Baker there with chasing Ross Licciardi. Stoddard in 9. Michael Court is up there as well. Keeping Stoddard company, trying to chase him down. Who's chasing Meneguzzo? So that could be a tight battle towards the end. Just over a third of the way through, and it is spreading out now. We've got Bryce and Papanopoulos. Great livery there. It's been carrying that one since Darwin, the Indigenous round. Beautiful livery. Don't let that one go. That was AI assisted apparently, so very good job for the AAA horsepower racing team, now joined by Peter English as well. Joint forces. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Let us know where you're watching from. Say good day online. We are watching the comments. got a big supporter of Peter English as well there from Moisty 8327. Been getting a bit of airtime tonight, and there he is. Oh, looks like Spotto's closing in on that gap for P6. And the number 96, oh, he's just locked up, pushed it wide. Managed to bring it back, but he's lost time to Spotto. You can see that gap closing in now. And this is Spotto chasing Peter English down to third gear, just letting it roll out, roll onto that curb, use it, bring it back in. The number 23, James Spotto, very handy behind the steering wheel. Not much of a viewing window for these Gen cars. Bit of a letterbox. Just riding the curbs there, take the right hand, let it roll out to the left. Not much over, not much off track on that side, just like Sydney Motorsport Park. Very tight, you can't hit the dirt there. Get very slippery towards the end. Right, so Broadbent absolutely dominating out front, stretching that lead to a 2.2 second lead. There he is coming into turn one, and that was Abadasano just coming in the screen for Butterping Motorsport. Broadbent flagging the Racetech Steel brand on his car, and that is race performance tubing for roll bars and cages. So if you ever need your steel supplied for roll bars, check out Racetech Steel. Since Scott Flack has overtaken Justin Price, is he closing on Abadasano? The gap 1.6 centimeters. We're just on halfway, so let's keep an eye on that. Will we see anyone pit in this one? Michael Court is out. Not too sure what happened to him. He's either burnt the tyres and come into pits. Justin Bryce and Papanopoulos once again. Looks like Antonis has got past Justin Bryce. Tough competition there. Justin's been racing very well this year. Peter English still in the picture, so too Spotto, who's just dropped a little bit back. Means Peter English is lapping a bit better. Peter English's last lap was a 54.1, and James Spotto was a 54.5, dropping 4/10 off that lap. I see him getting even closer again, so the gaps are there. They're really just not overdriving these cars, which very important not to do. These tyres won't give you any grip if you get them outside the window. It takes them a long time to bring them back in. So I'm seeing Michael Court in the pits. So he's rolling back out. Could be a network issue where he's had to rejoin. So interesting on that one. Have to see what his ping is. So Michael Court rejoining. And that's Ross Licciardi in P11 at the moment. Troy Kozlowski in P12. There he's there, giving way to the leader. Starting to get the blue flags. It's lap 15. So he's going to have to keep an eye on his revision mirror there, but driving pretty good. Troy, fastest lap is a 54. So he's still on the pace with 10 laps remaining. It is Craig Broadbent ahead of Daniel Abadasano and Scott Flack. Papanopoulos closing the gap now. We can see Flack moving in. It's now 1.2 to Oppo in P2, so that gap is closing already after 3 laps. Thanks for joining us. It is round 8 of the championship. Oh, Kozlowski just getting in the way of Abadasano now, affecting his gap to Flack. Heard it over the radio, a bit of a Carlos Sainz, Oscar Piastri scenario. But Troy's usually pretty good getting out of the way for the lap cars. Licciardi in the pits now. Tyre management, everything. He's had a few rounds out, so he's just got to get used to when to apply the pressure on the tyres. Don't want to overheat them, get it outside the window, very hard to bring them back. And he's decided to pit, so he's just leaving pit lane now. Still in P12, 6 seconds behind Licciardi, Jaslowski. Nice and wide now. Oppo's going wide and coming back in, so he's looking after those tyres. You can tell very shallow on the exit there. Scott Flack a lot wider, meaning that Oppo's getting on the gas a bit later coming up that hill. And Flack bringing that gap just under, just on a second now. Starting to stretch out. It's all about strategy and long runs and tyre management. Broadbent got no problem. He's stretching it out even further to a 3.5 second lead now. Scott Flack is closing in. Beautiful clear day here in Perth, Wanneroo or Barbagallo. Apparently the naming rights has changed recently, which we'll probably see in this weekend's V8 Supercar round at Perth. And that is why we run on a Wednesday night before the main event. Last couple of races has been the week after because we've had to reschedule due to clashes with State of Origin. But this is the closest battle on track at the moment, only half a second away. Scott Flack is closing in. It's one to catch, it's another to pass. And this will provide very good racing with 6 laps to go only. Gives us an opportunity to go through the field now. So we saw Broadbent out in front. Oh, that gap is so close now. Before it gets tight, we might just stay with this one for now, see if Scott can make any moves. Daniel really wrestling that car and the weight. Manages to get out of that corner quite nicely. Could be a different gear ratio to Scott Flack. Not too sure if they've all discussed what they're running this time. Usually they're pretty good sharing. Just got to be delicate over that curve. Looks like 5 laps to go. Scott just drifting in, rolling in. Very ginger on the tyres and under brakes. Looking back at Scott Flack closing in now, down the back, the number 46. Oppo quite strong, going tight there. Managing to get on the power, but let's see Scott, how he closes here under brakes. Only 3/10 behind, but we can definitely see the gap there. Missing the apex, going around the outside of the apex, hitting that curb, down the main straight. Not many laps to go now, only 5 laps remaining. Scott Flack is right there. Papadopoulos is out, and oh, he's not that far behind. It's showing 2 seconds, but closer than that. There's Bryce here, and Peter English going to come under fire as well now. Here they are. Peter English is knocking on the door. Oh, he hasn't got long to go, but that battle's close too now. Spotto's not too far behind as well. So too Ross Licciardi's further back, 1 lap down. Craig, so Spotto, then Meneguzzo in 8 there. Stoddard in 9. Baker in P10, then Ross Licciardi, Troy Jaslowski, and Michael Court manages to get back out on track as well. Alright, so Scott Flack, Oppo, it's still Oppo in P2. Scott's trying everything, tried a different line. And you know what that's going to do? That's going to bring Papadopoulos in closer, and that gap back is only 1.9 seconds now. any slip up from these two, and Antonis is right there, and he's waiting for it too. He wants it. That Bryce and Peter English battle, there's only 2/10 in it. We'll cross to that in second. Where are they? They're coming down the hill. There they are. All right, is Peter English going to dive for the... Bryce knows it. He's going to go for it. Who's stronger? Ty, where? Oh, he's going to come in. Hopefully they don't kill. That is racing, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Flack has got the pass on Obadasano. See if we can see that one. Yeah, this is the move. Just in time. So Flack around the outside. He's just gone right round. Squeezed him in. Oh, he's just hang time around the outside. Just toying with him, but he's done it just enough to tuck in. Look at that. Wow, great move from there. All right, back to the main action. And it is, with a couple laps to go, it's Broadbent, Flack, Obadasano. There's Papanopoulos, don't count him out yet. English has still got Bryce on his tail, just taking the position, but he's still there. Doesn't want to let it go. Very close. They're all in close proximity of each other, except for Broadbent, who's just stretched that lead. How is he doing it? Over 7 seconds now, ahead of P2 with Scott Flack. And that's the whole field in that shot just alone. So it's all coming together towards the end now. Very exciting. Scott Flack. Oh, Papanopoulos is coming. Here he comes. Locking up from Oppo. He's struggling on those tyres now. Really just got to hold it for another 2 laps. Take the defensive driving line. Let him, Papanopoulos, go right around the outside of him if he wants a position. Should cover the inside if he doesn't want him. Antonis coming. No, too strong, but locking up. Look at the black strips on the track. This is how close it is. Oppo's very ginger through here. This is where he lost the position. Oh, Antonis, a little touch, but that's all right. We're on the last lap now. Broadbent out in front. Should be carrying around the back corner. Coming back up down the main straight. I'll bring those pictures to you. It's Craig Broadbent now coming towards. Led from the start and hasn't looked back. He's just stretched those legs. Stretched that lead to 7.6 seconds. Dominant performance. And here he comes across the start-finish line on the main straight. Takes out race 1. Congratulations to Craig Broadbent. Very strong. Scott Flack will take P2. And there's Oppo and Papanopoulos. That's how they stay. And Peter English getting the job on Justin Bryce too now. Spotto, Meneguzzo. That's the whole field. Look at them. Nice and close. Meneguzzo crossing the line. And then that's Stoddard. And David Baker bringing it back up into the top 10 after that early mistake. And Truslowski just going wide there. All right, so that looks like it. That is the end of that race. We'll bring you the results. So the results of that race, it's Craig Broadbent takes that win ahead of Scott Flack. Daniel Obadasano brings it home in P3, just ahead of Antonis Papanopoulos. Peter English getting the job done on Brycey, so he moves up in a great position there, P5. Brycey in 6, defending as hard as he could. And James Spotto in P7, Meneguzzo in 8. Craig Stoddard from BS Motorsport finishes in P9 ahead of David Baker in 10. So Ross Licciardi finishing for Butterbing Motorsport in P11 ahead of Troy Zalewski and Michael Court, who's had a couple of connection issues which we'll try and fix before race 2. All right, once again, we'll go to a break, get the field set and ready for race 2. Grab a drink and we'll be back right after the messages.
There is nothing like the mountain, the speed, the history, and most importantly, the sound. It's part of the Bathurst 1000, and now it's part of your whiskey too. Aged to perfection with the sweet sounds of a roaring V8 pumping through each oak barrel. Like a perfect lap of the mountain, each sip will leave you wanting more. For the second year, Ned Australian Whiskey brings you the 2022 limited edition Sounds of Bathurst Whiskey. And this year, Ned have taken it up a gear. The boldest drink for the greatest race in Australia.
Baba, what are we playing?
Ya lo sabéis, it's Halo Day.
Yeah, one sec.
He's playing football, isn't he?
这家伙, you know he fancies himself a footballer.
Oh, whatever. Look, your love makes me strong, but your hate makes me invincible. All right, let's get on Halo then.
Let's go.
Ready.
Dale.
You got my back this time, right?
Chill, chaval. I won't ghost you this time.
I'm going hallway.
I got right.
Uno fuera.
Oh, another one down. Lock in. Next kill wins it.
Where is he? No lo veo.
Aisha, you hear that?
Quick on him, top left.
Bet. I'll push it. He's one shot.
Game over.
Got him.
Well played.
Same time tomorrow then.
We'll see.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, nos vemos.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the holding with us. Bit of a delay sorting out some drivers, which is standard with online racing. We are back for race 2, and it is now Craig Broadbent, Scott Flack on the front row. Barbagallo back in P3, then Papanopoulos next to him. There's the rest of the grid. Peter English, Justin Bryce, Spotto, Meneguzzo. They're all there, ready and waiting. Now, this will incur a compulsory pit stop. So, when is it going to happen? When are these boys going to shoot? Back to the front, Broadbent. Very strong. Look at the rear tyres just light up. What's Scott Flack going to do? He's going to cover that line. Very smart. That's what he has to do. Oppo sort of had some space there, but no, got chopped off as we watch the grid go through there. Jaslowski leading in P13. Any movers and shakers so far? We can't see that just yet. Broadbent very strong again up over that section. Flack and Oppo want to make a race of it already. It's only lap 1. Doing their best. Papanopoulos. And there's Justin Bryce as well. Beautiful sight down the main straight. All single file, trying their best. Trying to weave, trying to fox the guys in front, getting in to overshoot. Oh, Papanopoulos just got caught up. Peter English got hooked up on that curb. Coming down over the main straight. Watch him exit this curb now. We're watching Peter English and the batter and dough. Where does he lose it? He gets hooked up right in the middle. Oh, look at that rear end just kick out. Spotto got the position as a result. And Peter English settles back into P7. Oh, Meneguzzo, Baker fighting it out behind as well. That's 8-9, positions 8-9. Meneguzzo very strong. The number 87, just bringing it up over the crest, down the main straight. Following Peter English and Spotto. There's a whole field right in front of Meneguzzo here. You can see the gaps, and he's got Baker behind as well. That's a better position, better camera angle for you guys at home. Down to second gear, nice and smooth through there. Just guiding that accelerator out. Stoddard under fire from Ross Licciardi as well. That's Michael Court in P12 right behind. Oh, it's closing in. Licciardi, the third, number 36 from Butterbing Motorsport. Teammate of Daniel Barbagallo, who is in P3 at the moment. Scott Flack with the fastest lap of the race with a 52.646. Licciardi, what can Licciardi do? Yeah, he's coming out, he's popping out. Is he going to be heavy under brakes? No, he's tried to slot back in. And away they go, Michael Court there. New fastest lap, Craig Broadbent, 52 630, not that much different to Scott Black, but just enough to take that purple crown. Oh, we've got Papanopoulos and Justin Bryce nice and close. The whole field just holding firm at the moment, holding position. Squeeze up under, he's closing in a lot smoother than Antona said through that. You can see him gaining under brakes. Bit of a lock up there as we go to Stoddard and Licciardi, still at it. This is for P10. Craig Stoddart got that position, chasing Baker in the meantime as well. Probably not looking in the rear vision mirror, you just see the red SimHaus car right in front of him, wants to chase that down. Oh, that's what it looks like. Very hazy, dusty scenes here at Wanneroo. Just got that bump and over-rotated on the exit there, losing a bit of time to Baker. Down to third, second, hooks it in, just gets a bit sideways there. Cover those curbs without touching them. You won't get any power down if you keep doing that. Yeah, just settle it in nice and tight for a switch over to the right side and then a fast drift. Full speed up over the crest. Fifth gear, sixth gear. No, he stays in fifth. Probably got a different gear ratio. It is a shorter track, sub 1 minute. So that's why we saw lapping after 15 laps. So this track's going to be a lot of overlapping, a lot of overtaking, a lot of lapping. And with pit strategies as well, you might lose a lap just pitting, but then gain it once the other person pits for theirs as well. So where are these guys going to pop back out after their pit stop? Very important not to get caught up on your outlap. Peter English and James Spotto at it again. Further up the field, where are they? Coming up the crest. Up the inside they go. Oh, closing now. A lot of action going on. Peter English getting hooked up again. Got the headlights on. He means business. Trying to intimidate Spotto, but Spotto's been with us for a couple of years now. Beautiful new skin from Peter English, the batter and dough. Even managed to get the rims color coordinated, which is not easy in this sim software. Bit of tyres squealing from Spotto, just coming through that section up over the hill. Slight lock up there, you can see a bit of rubber being left on the track. On board with Peter English now, chasing Spotto, that's what it looks like for him. Closing under brakes, nice. Yeah, no curb there, nice and smooth. He hits the outside. We'll make a challenge in turn one. Oh, Spotto coming out wide. Look how close that is. Nothing in that at all. Look at that. Give him a bit of a nudge, SVG style. The weight transfer going left to right. Don't want to touch him there. Could mean the end of the race for both of them. Great battle going on. Baker and Stoddard. Stoddard on the back of Baker now. We'll go to that one as this one. Or Just wait for this corner, see if English. Oh, Spotto's trying to defend, but Peter English very strong. He holds. Spotto's going to rejoin, but side by side it's still going on for turn one. Spotto just in front. Can't really squeeze him out. It's got to stay there. Peter English is going to get this one as we go and switch over to the next one. That was a great job from Peter English moving up into P6. Great work. Spotto's right there too. That'll be on for the rest of the race. You watch. Great racing from these two. On the dirt for Spotto, trying to cool those tyres down maybe, I don't know. Not much traction out that way. Nice and wide for Peter English, and he comes in without hitting that outside curb. So back up the front, the top three is still there. Top four actually, and Toner's still in the picture. Craig Broadbent slightly ahead of these guys. Is he just looking after the tyres to get him to the first pit stop? We're 11 laps down. They're definitely going to come right on the halfway mark on this one. I don't think they want to stay out longer. It will affect your times. The lap times were dropping quite hard through the last part of that race. So if they do that halfway through this race, it means they're going to lose time to the guys behind or to their own competitors. So it's Broadbent out in front, lap 12. Scott Flack in P2, Opposano there in P3. Great shot there. And then Toner squeezing up there, 1.3 seconds behind. Further back, Justin Bryce, 3 seconds. Peter English on the charge now, just got ahead of Spotto. And he wants to go catch Justin Bryce. Oh, P5. Oh, Oppo just taking a tighter line there. Running in out wide, run all over that curve, nice and smooth. Michael Court once again dropping out. That could be network issues. Can't see anything on my screens here to indicate, but he's dropped out. Hopefully he's able to rejoin. Spotto just falling back off Peter English, the battle we were watching before. But Craig Stoddart, oh, got a yellow in sector 1. The leaders are just about in there, so it could be the tail end of the field, which might be Jaslowski. But here comes Stoddart, chase up. Just seen maybe Stoddart's lost some positions there. See if we can see it. Just saw him very ginger through there. Oh, he's hit the grass. Overshot it, just overbroke off to the outside. There it is, very slow getting back on, losing a lot of places. No grip on the grass, so yes, he's going to return to P11. All right, struggling there too. Maybe might want to come in for an early pit and run long on the next set. Not too sure. So that's given Baker a bit of room now with Licciardi behind him in P10. Baker's up there in P9, top 10. Oh, he's chasing down Meneguzzo too. That is for position within a second apart. This battle's been going all night, really. And it repeats itself for race 2. We're a third of the way through, 15 down to 45. Another yellow in sector 1. Who's that? That is Michael Court. coming out of pit lane. That's what the yellow flag was for. I just saw the livery there. He's just waiting for the field to go through. He's going to have to just go out. There he goes. Rejoining, waiting for a gap. So Baker, Meneguzzo, the closest battle. Oh, look how close that is now. Baker creeping up on Meneguzzo. Meneguzzo's last lap was a 55 flat and Baker was a 54.5, so half a second just on that last lap alone, gaining ever so slightly. We'll have to think about pit strategy on this one. Baker maybe do the undercut, coming a couple laps early, but it's way too early to be thinking about that right now. He's got about another 10 laps to go on this set. Got to make it last, got to look after them. We can see the track rubbering up. Nice, giving these guys plenty of grip. And that's why we're getting lap times of like 52.6. Flack just trying to stay within a second of Broadbent, but Opedisano's said, hey mate, here I am, and this is the gap. Look at that. Nice and close up of Scott Flack. On board with Daniel Opedisano, trying to chase and get that P2. Short shifting for Oppo. He's changed, I think he changed the gear ratio from race 1, so I'm not, it's sort of made him more consistent, I think. I think he must like this one a bit better. Still up there with Scott Flack, who after he passed in race 1 sort of stretched it away a little bit. I think by that time Oppo was struggling on the tyres a fraction and lost position, almost lost it to Antonis on the last lap there. As we see Ross Licciardi coming out of the pits after a fresh set of tyres being put on for him. Pretty quick pit stop for those guys. Alright, so Scott Flack from SimHaus under fire from Opedisano, and Baker putting the fire on Damian Meneguzzo. Here it is. Oh, great battle here. This one's you've got to fight with while trying to overtake. You're missing your marks. You just got to know the track and feel the track. And then know when you're going to... Oh, he's going nice and tight. Second gear. Builds it up the hill. Very hard to control in second gear. Just wants to wheel spin up the hill. Oh, nice and strong under brakes. Yeah, a couple of blips mid-corner. Gets the car to rotate a bit better. Still holding on to Meneguzzo. This battle's for P8 at the moment. Damien Meneguzzo racing from Queensland. David Baker racing from New South Wales. All up and down the East Coast. We've got far north Queensland down to Victoria and everywhere in between. And we've got Antonis Papadopoulos racing with us from Greece, so he's representing as well from Europe. So Oppo is still on the charge. Like we've got another spotter, another battle with James Spotto and Peter English at it again. This one on screen now is for P2. That's the battle. Scott Flack in the blue, Daniel Opedisano we're on board with. There he is in the Butterbean number 98. Oh, is he going to go up the inside? Scott's covered it off. Oh, here we go. This is the massive undercut call from Scott Flack. Is he going to make this work? Are the boys going to cover Scott Flack in pit lane. Very quick call. As soon as Daniel was to get close, he just shot into the pits. So can Scott Flack get out before these boys come around? Once again, it's a long pit lane, even though it's a short main straight. That approach coming in from before the last turn. So he's back out. Where is Oppo? Oh, he's all the way down the back. So nice and safe there. Scott Flack, you watch those new best lap times. Peter English in as well. Craig Stoddard. Oh, Court just moving out of the way of his teammate. So Peter English on fresh rubber. Scott Flack, what's the... Okay, so Broadbent... No, what happened to Broadbent? Where is... Oh, he's in pit lane. Yes, he's dived in pit lane. He saw Flacky dived in. I'm not too sure if he actually saw him or not. He sensed it because now Oppo and Papanopoulos are in the lead, P2 and 4. So that's Broadbent. Let's see where Scott Flacky is at the moment. Coming across the start-finish line. Look what one lap does. Oh, here we go. They're going to come together on the exit. Hey, Broadbent tried it. Wasn't to be. Scott Flack, look at that. That's one lap difference. And he's now in the virtual lead. Just wait. Oh, he come. Very smart move from the team at Bada Bing Motorsport. Come in as hot as you can. Get those tyres. Because Flack and Broadbent have already done theirs. And one lap difference throughout the whole race is not going to make a difference. But track position is everything. We'll see where the battle of Scott Flack is. Down the back straight. Alright, so Oppadasano hasn't... Oh, the left side's going up. I think I just saw the flash of blue go through. There they are there, so not too far behind. So everyone going in early. Oppadasano with one lap fresh tyres, and track position still pretty good. Not too bad, but he has lost time overall to the boys in front. And the positions have switched around. So Scott Flack was the first to blink, but they're going to come up, and David Baker on the charge in P3. That's Meneguzzo. That's David Baker on screen too now. We've got driver cam. David Baker on shot. Oh, and he's coming in the pits as well. Nice and hot through there on the brakes early. And finds the pit limiter and can breathe now. Starts to look at all the stats as he in the pits getting his set of rubbers done. So Meneguzzo was out there. Let's see where Meneguzzo is. Well, he's under fire from the leaders. He should be cut. Well, he's actually doesn't have to yield because he's actually, this is for position, although he's just locked up. Probably going to let Broadbent through as well. And you should see David Baker coming out of the pits. And Meneguzzo down the back straight. There he is, coming in himself now. Alright, so it's probably one of the last ones to come and pit, which Stoddard's already been in. Actually, Papanopoulos, he's out trying to... He's 20 seconds ahead of the field. But with the guys on fresh rubber, that's David Baker going wide too. That's on a fresh set. Meneguzzo's still in the pits. Here comes Papanopoulos. He's in the pits now. Perfect timing for those guys. So, if that's Papanopoulos coming in from the lead, then we're looking in for Scott Flack. 20 seconds back. Down the main straight. Oh, Oppo right up there now. With 20 laps to go. Where's Papanopoulos? Oh, he's just rolling in. It's a very slow pit stop. The lead is coming across the start-finish line. Papanopoulos is leaving 2 seconds. Yes, there he goes. There goes the lead. He's right in front. You can see him top of screen. Out comes. I'm going to pull us now. Rejoining back in P4. Come on. There we go. So we've got a few viewers out there. If you want to like and subscribe, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. All very tight. That is Chuslowski coming out of pit lane now. Look at this battle. You can't script this any better. Broadbent in the middle. Scott Flack out in front. Opposano. This has been the battle all year long. The top three have been battling for that gold trophy and that winning championship hat that we give out once a year, especially embroidered since 2012. Everyone gets a V8 League Champions hat. Daniel Opposano's got about 3. Broadbent's got 2. Scott Flack yet to receive one, but looking very promising to be collecting at the end of this year, as he's been very strong in the last few rounds. Stretching his lead out to 127 points. Oppo's on a 114, Broadbent on 110, and it's daylight to Brycey on 72 points. Oh, bit of a lock up there. Peter English, James Spotto, I said it before, these two will be battling out the whole race. Oh, Spotto trying to nudge the inside, bit of a tap there. He'll let that one go, but Peter English running wide. Chuslowski up ahead. Brycey there, that's P7. So Brycey's dropped a couple of spots, maybe during the pit stop procedure. I know Peter English came in early. But Brycey's charging too, so Brycey closing on these guys. That's going to be a 3-way battle as well as a 3 up front. Oh, Broadbent. Oh no, Broadbent's always been in the middle. On the tail of Peter English now, coming over the back section, down the steep hill. Long right hand. Oh, look at those tyres locking up on the inside. That weight lifting on the inside, and the tyres just locking up slightly under heavy brakes. Hopefully that tyre wear is not affecting him, and hopefully that's not creating a flat spot. Wasn't a total lock up there. This battle's not going anywhere. We've got 15 laps to go. The guys are tired. They've already had a 25 lap race in race 1. They've had to back it up again for another 45 lap race. Just want to thank you guys for your support. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and hopefully you're watching us for the rest of the season. There's quite a few supporters out there now. This is the battle for the lead. Scott Flack out in front, pitted early. Broadbent pitted a couple laps back, so too Oppo. So they do have fresher tyres, but we're talking 1 to 2 laps. Oppo trying all he can to get in front. This is a view of the lead out in front. On board with Opposano, Butterbing Motorsport just coming up the hill there. Oh, he's running that curb 50%. Don't be patient, just attack that thing. Probably worth it too. You exit a lot faster. Heavy brakes here. Just after Broadbent, you can see him gaining. Oppo very strong on brakes. That's his skill. That's how he gets them. And we've got another three-way battle back here. English, Bryce, Manigut, no. Spotto, English. Oh, the positions just changed. Look at this. This, all threes per position. Oh, English going from 5th to 7th in a hurry. We're definitely going to roll back for that one. All right, so coming in, it's Peter English, but then Spotto takes it inside. Look at Bryce there, just waiting for the opportunity. They both run wide. This is a replay. Oh, English just smashed. Three-way across the start-finish line. I'd love if that was the checkered flag there, but it's not. Brycey moving, settling in the middle. And there it is. That was a replay of the position change. Couple of three-way battles going on. Still in that position. Spotto out in front. That's P5, 6 and 7 on screen right now. Flack, Broadbent and Oppo still out in front. What some great battles we're seeing here tonight at Barbagallo. Side by side, Broadbent and Oppo. Oh. I love this replay button. We can always just go back. Oppo's going to go up the inside again now. Turn 1, this is a replay. It's Broadbent who's locked up, but he's held onto it. Tokyo Drift style right around the outside. And that was side by side through here. Look at that. No room there, but Oppo's taken that one and settled into P2. Great move. Couple of great moves in a couple of laps. Great to see this racing. Papadopoulos is out there by himself. Got no battles to speak of. But he's quite comfortable there in P4. That's still going on behind with Spotto, Bryce and English. Oh, bit of a nudge, bit of a love tap from Justin Bryce on Spotto. Oh, just a bit slow on that corner. Allowing Brycey to come up, so to English. We can see him in the screen there. Trying to pop his head out to say hello. Just taking nice smooth lines up the hill. This is where we can see the strengths of other drivers compared to the one we're on. A bit stronger coming up over that hill. What about the braking? Bryce will be, oh, he's pointing it to the inside already. Spotto's covered that. He's going to go up the inside. No, the outside. Spotto's defending hard here. Oh, he's going up the inside. Oh. That's on up. Peter English going wide too. Wow, it is all on. I wish I could show both battles because the lead up front still going on. This battle's just as good. Different lines, trying everything. Brycey. Get past Spotto. Spotto defending hard here. We've got 10 laps to go. Can they survive it to the end? We will see. Hope you're enjoying it. And we've got a battle with Baker and Stoddart as well. We'll bring to you. Oh, Stoddart going around the outside. Baker going short. He's stretching that gap a little bit now. What's Bryce going to do here? So go through the dog leg, uphill. Just shooting wide there, bit of a lock up. Look at the time he's lost there. We can see the gap. So go around the back, down the main straight there. Great shot. Peter English moving on the back pretty quickly. Just a little lock up, lost a lot of room, but he's moving back up pretty quick again. See if they go around turn 1 and come back towards us here. Over the crest. Nice and tight here. Keep it tight. You're going to lose time and risk running off the grass, just understeering. This gap up front. Look at this Broadbent now. Not Broadbent. Oppadasano up the inside. Scott Black's probably dreading or regretting coming in early, but he's, like we said, he's done that for track position, and he just got out just in front of Broadbent when he pitted. Oppadasano lost a lot of room, but he had no trouble getting back into the mix here, and he's moved up into P2. Scott Flack still defending the lead here. Come over, these guys are working pretty hard in the hot cars at WA. Temperature's not that cold. So we've got this battle here. We've still got, I think Oppo's going to go the inside here. He's close enough, but Flacky knew about it. He knows his move. He actually saw it done on Broadbent successfully. He doesn't want to fall victim to the same thing. So he's a very smart driver, Scott Flack, racing overseas in the F1 Championship Tier 2 competition. Doing very well there for his team. Right, so Spotto's defending Brycey still. Peter English just dropping off a little bit there. Gap about 1.8 there. Oh, Spotto going wide, but he's cut that inside, so that's intentional. So he can get on the gas nice and early, just push it up the hill. Over the crest. Is Brycey stronger under brakes here? Pretty much. But what about the exit? It's all about the exit. Pretty close, and that's why they're still together on track. Racing for P5 at the moment. Oh, just a little room loss there. Papadopoulos is closing in. Let's have a look at that time. He's now within just under a second. Oh, looks like I heard on the radio Justin Bryce just lost it, and the computer or the game just froze. Yeah, we can see a glitch. He's just gone straight ahead, but he's managed to catch it, thankfully. And settled back into, where is he? Oh, P10. All right, so back up front, it's still the three amigos. And now this, Oppo's trying everything. Flacky's just defending hard here. Let's see it from Broadbent's window. Because Broadbent can collect, he's just got to stay with him. Oppo's going to go the inside. He's going to fox the inside and then go the outside. There he goes. Oh. I wish I had my mirror ball. I don't need one. I just told you exactly what was going to happen before it happened. And he likes trying the turn 1 move. Oh, bit of a love tap there. He's going to go the inside. He's given up. Broadbent wants to collect as well, but he can't, and that's bringing Papadopoulos into the picture. Here we go. 3 laps to go. This is great racing up front. Top 4 just battling on. Oppo's got it. Flacky's got to defend. He's got 3 laps. Oppo's very strong. He did pit late, so his tyres are a bit better. Oh, what can Oppo do? Flacky knows where to defend. He's just inside enough. He's just inside enough not to let Oppo take it, but he's got to come over. He's got to defend hard if he wants the position. Here we go, top 4. There we are. Papadopoulos in the mix now. Here he comes. This is the battle on track to the end. 3 laps to go. What can Oppo do? We're coming up to lap traffic 2. Oh, we're going to catch them before the end of the race. I think we are. Flackie's going to have to use them to defend. Hopefully these guys get the blue flag. Oi, 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 oi. That's going to bring Broadbent up. Oppo just had to back off there for the tap, or I don't know if he just kept it in. Oh, up the inside for Oppo, no. They're just got to be as smooth as silk. Flackie's got to defend. Oppo's got to force the mistake. He's got to tell him he's going one way and come the other. But Flackie doesn't. Oh, well, that's Stoddard out of the way, so let them go. Oh, he's probably come back on the track going, holy shit, who are these? And he's got 4 cars screaming up behind him. We're looking at Oppadasano hounding Scott Flack now. Oh, he's going to come up the inside, but Flackie's probably going to turn it early. That's what he does. Keeps that tight line. Flackie's been positioning quite well, but he's opened up the inside now. He can't come across. Oppo's very strong now. Oh, look how tight this is. Oh my God, how are they not touching and killing each other at the moment? Oh, too wide, too wide. This is 4 drivers. Look at them all just slot in line right behind each other. Classy work from these 4 drivers out in front. This is great action here. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Wherever you're watching from, let us know where you're at and who you're supporting. Oh, Broadbent's. He saw the hole, he went for it. Just like a center statement. And Papadopoulos. All right, oh God, this is the last lap. Last corner, what can Oppo do? He's got to try everything. He won't be able to do it. Flackie, unless he overlocks it, but it's going to be a quick run. Oh, Oppo, this is the checkered flag, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the position across the line. Wow, what a defense from Scott Flack, taking the win. Oppo tried absolutely everything he could to get across. That is Ross Licciardi. Here comes Spotto for P5. Great job from him. Peter English taking 6. Michael Court will finish in P13. Justin Bryce with a bit of a lock-up PC-wise. And he'll be finishing in P10. Here comes Meneguzzo around the final corner now. He'll collect P7. Great job from him. That's a solid effort. And this is Baker coming around now. He'll be taking P8. What a race from these guys. What a... Clap your hands for these, for absolutely class driving. Brought it right to the end. Scott Flack came in super early, lap 20 of 45 to get the undercut, and the other guys had no option but to come in straight after. And this is what it delivered, this sort of performance. And that means it's probably another round win for Scott Flack with a second and a first here, because the Broadbent finished 3rd, which means he'll be taking not as many points. So into the pit lane they go. Congratulations once again. Well done to the driver from SimHaus Racing, finishing in P1 on that one. That was a fantastic race. The best finish we've seen all year, and you guys saw it live here in Barbagallo. Thanks for watching. So we're not done yet. We'll bring up the results here. So, taking that one, class act, put your hands together for Scott Flack ahead of Daniel Opposano in P2, Craig Broadband 3, and Tonus very close 4, nothing in it with the top 4, and James Spotto defending hard with Peter English and Justin Bryce there. That was a class act as well from those guys, and Peter English in 6. Meneguso defended hard against Baker to finish 7, Baker in 8. Stoddard, great drive from him, finishes in P9, and Justin Bryce manages to hold P10 after all of that. And P11 would be Ross Licciardi. Come on. Ross Licciardi in P11, Troy Kozlowski in 12, and Michael Court having issues there. Sound like a few guys are having a glitching issue. I'm just listening on the radio. And so that affected Michael Court the most, dropping out a few times there. It looks like 10 laps down. So unfortunate for him. Hopefully we'll get that sorted for the next one, which is, let's show that up for you guys watching at home. The next race will be, Queensland Raceway. That is the 19th of August, so 3 or so weeks away. That is at Queensland Raceway. The hairpin, not the hairpin, the paperclip. That'll be great racing there, so keep an eye on that one. On your racing calendar, we'll be here streaming again for round 9. And then we've got the band, a couple of enduros there. That'll be one race nights. So we'll pack it all into one race for the events, and then back to the Gold Coast, Sandown and Adelaide to round out the season. All right. So season standings, not up. Won't do that one. So tune in once again. Queensland Raceway round 9. That'll be on the 19th of August. That'll be a Wednesday night, just before the main event. So I hope you enjoy the real racing at Barbagallo this weekend with the V8s. And until then, we will see you next time. Stay tuned and good night.